With over 60,000 mods available on the Nexus, it's no surprise that many incredible mods slip through the cracks and don't receive the attention they so deserve. My goal with this series is to bring some of these underrated mods into the spotlight so more people can enjoy them, and at the same time the mod authors can get the recognition that they deserve for their hard work in creating them. So without further ado, let's get into the mods. The first mod, Heart of the Reach, is a fully voiced quest mod with unique rewards, enemies, and a vast underground dungeon to explore. You could begin the quest by speaking with the priest Gwellin located at the Silverblood Inn in Markarth. He will tell you that the Forsworn are performing rituals and corrupting the Heart of the Reach, which serves as the source of life for all nature throughout the region. He requires your aid in contending with the Forsworn and creating a cure to remedy the corrupted heart. This will take you into the Everbog, a massive underground swamp located in the Reach, home to unique trees, flora, and ingredients not seen anywhere else in Skyrim. You will have to battle your way through the maze-like swamp and contend with not only the Forsworn but new variants of existing creatures, which include Spriggans, Spiders, and Hargraven. You may have taken up this journey in an effort to aid the priest by healing the corrupted heart, but ultimately it's up to you to decide whether to side with him or not. This decision will change the outcome of the quest, providing a different ending as well as a different set of rewards for completing it. The potential rewards includes a new set of primitive-looking bows, a sword, a ring, and for those aspiring mages out there, you will also obtain a conjuration spell to summon a new Spriggan variant. Before we continue, a quick word from this video's sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark keeps your online identity safe by encrypting all the information sent between your device and the internet. It allows you to virtually travel to any country around the globe by swapping your real location with one of Surfshark's 3,200 servers across 100 different countries. By changing your virtual location, you can now unblock websites by bypassing geo restrictions, access content early by changing your time zone, as well as access and unblock content libraries and streaming services from other countries, meaning you can access all of Netflix's libraries. On top of that, Surfshark encrypts all of your data to secure your personal information, and by masking your IP address, Surfshark allows you to be private online, ensuring your city, country, and download history aren't linked to your identity. The Clean Web feature blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, allowing you to surf the web safely. Surfshark has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no reason not to give it a try. Get 83% off and an additional 3 months free by clicking on the link in the description and using code DrNostalgia at checkout. The orc strongholds in Skyrim have always been a bit underwhelming, and it's really a stretch to refer to any of them as being an actual defensible stronghold. They more so look like temporary settlements or camps that are surrounded by a wooden wall. Recently, J.J.Rem has released an overhaul for Narzulbur, the orc stronghold that lies to the southeast of Windhelm. The new stronghold looks absolutely incredible, and it's evident that the design is extremely well thought out. The author has taken inspiration from ancient Viking forts, which were primarily comprised of log pike walls with the use of rocks at the base for extra fortification. Multiple guard towers now surround the stronghold, adding to its imposing stature and providing extra defensive capabilities for archers. There is an inner wall to the stronghold which would serve as a secondary point of defense if the first were to fail to thwart an enemy attack. And the amount of crops and livestock has been increased to more realistically sustain those residing within the stronghold. Although this mod only overhauls one of the 5 orc strongholds across Skyrim, the mod author is currently working on the others. And if the quality seen in this one is any indication of what's to come in the future, then we have some incredible stronghold overhauls to look forward to. And by the time you're watching this video, some of those may have already been released. Currently no other stronghold overhauls exist, so not only does this mod do something that none others do, it has barely any downloads and the quality and attention to detail are impeccable. The next mod, like the previous one, also takes inspiration from Nordic themes and architecture. The mod I'm referring to is RedBag's Rorikstead, a complete interior and exterior overhaul of Rorikstead. The mod replaces all the houses with unique ones that take inspiration from the turf homes that were once used by Nordic settlers in Iceland and throughout Northern Europe. The mod utilizes custom textures and assets to accomplish this historic appearance. It delivers a unique aesthetic that I haven't seen attempted by any other mod. The result is something I feel fits seamlessly into the world of Skyrim, and it also logically makes sense for these types of homes to be seen in a tundra region. In addition to new homes, walls have been erected around the town, and there are 2 new guard towers in place. As with the exteriors, the interiors have also been built from the ground up and have equally fitting appearances to match the outside. They have a minimalistic yet satisfying look that is a clear improvement over vanilla. It's worth noting that if you're someone that has an extensive mod list, you may come across some compatibility issues with this mod. There is a ton of patches available, but it's definitely something you should be wary of. To the northwest of Falkreath lies the Half Moon Mill. From the outside, this place doesn't seem all that special, but for me it's an extremely memorable location because it's much more sinister in nature than you would think. If you look closely, you'll discover the remnants of human bones hidden in the shed, and if you speak with either of the two people that live there, they will make some underlyingly disturbing comments to encourage you to rest there for the night. The two that reside here are in fact vampires, and evidence suggests that they lure unsuspecting victims to feed upon, ultimately leading them to their deaths. The reason I'm mentioning all this is because this very memorable location has finally gotten a much deserved overhaul with RedBag's Falkreath Half Moon Mill add-on. This mod gives the Half Moon Mill a much needed facelift to give it a distinctive appearance to match the uniqueness of this location. The mod utilizes assets from RedBag's upcoming Falkreath overhaul, giving us a small sample of the new architecture and style to be expected from that mod. The result is a stunning visual upgrade that has greatly raised my expectations for the complete overhaul of Falkreath. So if you like what you see here, then that's another mod you should certainly keep an eye out for in the future, and it may even be available for download by the time this video releases. The next mod I have for you is Sonic Magic, a sound-based magic pack with a focus on disarming, stunning, and disorienting enemies. Conceptually, this spell pack is extremely unique and implemented with extraordinary custom particles and sound effects. Among the offensive spells added by this mod is one that releases a low-frequency sound that damages nearby enemies and allows you to sense where they're located through objects and walls, acting as a sort of sonar location. On top of that, it also creates a temporary barrier that repels incoming attacks. There's another spell that fires sonic waves that explode on impact, damaging, staggering, and disarming opponents within a large area. There's also two different spells that fire a magic-infused ripple of sound that damages, staggers, and disarms enemies. The stronger version of this spell stuns the target for a longer duration and disorients them to the extent that they will briefly attack their own allies. There are additionally two buff spells that alter how the other active spells function. This consists of an amplifier and muffler spell. The amplifier projects magic into an invisible sound amplifier, making sonic spells inflict twice the amount of damage but cost 50% more to cast. The muffler spell, on the other hand, does the complete opposite, causing sonic spells to do half the damage and cost less to cast, but makes the spells far less likely to alert enemies. While Sonic Magic isn't the largest spell pack, it delivers tenfold in the quality of the spells, and I can't recommend it enough. The last mod is for those of you who play spell sword characters. One issue with vanilla Skyrim is that you can't block while having a spell in your hand. There's multiple mods that tackle this issue, but the mod Block While Casting does it in a fundamentally different way than the others. The way it works is while casting with a spell in your left hand with a weapon equipped in your right, if you hold the attack key you will block with your weapon. You will only block if you use the attack key while casting, so you can still freely attack with your weapon. What really differentiates this mod from the others is that it doesn't require any additional hotkeys, which is especially useful for those of you that play with a controller. It's a very intuitive solution that becomes fluid to use once you get the hang of it. That's all the mods I have for you guys today. If you download any of them, be sure to endorse the mod authors. It's a great way to show your appreciation for their hard work, and it makes it easier for these lesser known mods to be discovered by others. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. And as always, thank you for watching,